Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. I am Jamie Beth. Today we're going to talk about palettes I think will move into the fall season quite beautifully. And these are not brand new palettes. They're palettes that have been around for quite a while, and I just think they're very classic, and I think that just the shades and the colors and whatnot are just going to work well with the fall season. I take that back. I do have one that you probably might not have heard about or heard of. But I've had this palette for a while, so I guess that's why I said it's not new. First up is the Natasha Denona Glam palette, and I think this is a classic palette. It is in the $60 range. It is not a cheap palette, but I do feel that it's worth every penny. If you buy any type of Natasha Denona palettes, this one is one that I would put at the top of your list, along with their Sunset palettes. I do think that one is great too. I don't have that one. It is on my list of palettes to buy. I will purchase that one someday, but I do think that this is a great palette for the fall season. Now you have a bunch of matte shades, you have some shimmers, nice cool tones. They are a little bit muted, but you can create beautiful day to night looks with this palette. I do think Natasha Denona brand is very good formulation in these palettes. I do think they last long and the blendability is there. Plus they are very pigmented. So I do like that about these palettes, and that is why I said, you know, it is worth the money. I do think it's expensive, but it is worth the money. Moving along to a classic, a definite classic palette, and that is the Naked 3 palette. I think out of all the Naked palettes, this one is, or well, out of the Naked 1, 2, and 3 palettes, this is my favorite one. And it is my favorite one because it has kind of like, it's nudie colors, but there is almost a hint of like rose in there as well, like our pinky shade. I do love that about that, and I do think that like rose and berry colors do move into the fall season quite beautifully. I don't know what it is about like the rose and berry colors. I love them for fall. I love them for summer too, but I do love them for the fall and winter season. So this is a great palette to have. And I do believe you can still get the Naked 3 palette. And again, worth every penny. Okay, keeping along the lines of Naked palettes, I do have one more Naked palette that I want to show you that I honestly think everyone should own this palette. It is one of my favorite palettes, and it's this one. It is the Urban Decay Naked Wild Wild West palette. And what I love about this palette, again, are the shades. I mean, some beautiful nude shades. You have some darker shades down here. You have this beautiful pop of color that looks great along the lower lash line if you just want to have like a nude eye with a pop of color. I just think that it goes well again from day to night. You have just a gorgeous, gorgeous look. And the next palette I'm going to show you is a brand that again has been around for a long time. It's Anastasia Beverly Hills. And there are 3 palettes that I want to show you. Yes, I have 3 here that I want to show you. And again, these are classics. Everyone's heard of them. I do think that if you are going to splurge on a palette, these are palettes that I would splurge on. Not just the Anastasia ones I'm going to show you, but all of the ones that I'm going to show you. I do think they're all well worth the pennies spent. The first one up is Soft Glam. And the only thing I don't like about these is this like fuzzy cover because they get dirty so quickly, and I don't like that. But anyway, Soft Glam. Here is what that palette looks like. What I should do is clean these palettes off when I'm showing them like this, because this is kind of ridiculous. So here is the Soft Glam palette. Some beautiful warm shades in here, and again, you got some like pinky like shades. There's some rosy shades here. There's shimmers, there's mattes. There is, you're able to create a day look, a night look, and anything in between. I do love how universal these palettes are that I'm showing you. Again, pigment quality it's all there. And I know I'm not showing you guys some of the newer palettes, and it doesn't mean I don't like them. I like a lot of, actually I am an eyeshadow nut. I love eyeshadows. So there are a lot of palettes out there that are wonderful. But I think because these palettes have been around for so long, I just think that they have more of like a credibility. If you would, I don't know. You tell me, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. If you own any of these palettes, let me know what you think of them. So the next one I'm going to talk about is this one. This is the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Again, it's fuzzy, so the palette itself gets yucky. And this is what this one looks like on the inside. Now this one has a little bit more rosy shades to it. I'll show you that compared to the Soft Glam palette. So Soft Glam palette and then the Modern Renaissance palette. Now they do have like kind of the, like some of the, it almost looks like some of the same shades, but again, two wonderful palettes. What I do love are the rose shades. So then again, you got those beautiful berry like type colors. And I just think those are so gorgeous for the fall and even winter months, because I just think they add enough of that color that can just really make a makeup look pop. I love it. I don't know what it is. I wish I could explain it a little bit better, but I love that berry color. And this palette has it. Wonderful palette. The next palette I'm going to show you is the Norvina palette. And what I love about the Norvina palette, and this is just like a personal thing of mine, and I added this in there in this pile just because I love purple. It is my favorite color, and anything with nude shades and a little bit of purple I'm going to put in my favorites because it's purple. I just love it. So beautiful. There's some pinky shades, some purple shades. Again, those berry type of colors. And then you have some nudie shades. You can do day, you can do night. Everything is there, and I love that about this palette. Onto a brand that's starting to grow on me, and it's only because of this one palette, and I know you guys are going to know which one I'm about to show you because I talk about it all the time. It's this one. It is the Dominque Cosmetics Transition palette, and I just think it's an all matte palette. I just think it is a great palette. You guys saw in a previous video, like my everyday makeup video, I use this for contour, I use it for eyeshadow, I use it for blush because there's some rosy shades in here that are great for blush. Like this, I can go on vacation and just bring this palette and be happy. Like even though it doesn't have any shimmers in it, I can still make great eyeshadow looks and great, simple, easy, nice eyeshadow looks with this palette. It's just very universal, and I love that about this palette. With keeping with Dominique Cosmetics, this is another great palette to own. This is the Berries and Cream palette. I do think you can still purchase this palette. I got this one. Was either in BoxyCharm or the Busy Beauty store. But I love this. It is so gorgeous. These shades are so beautiful. Now, when I first saw this palette, it did not call out to me whatsoever. And the only reason I tried it is because it was given to me by either BoxyCharm or when I got a box from the Busy Beauty store. Because again, these are very well made eyeshadows. Very well made eyeshadows, and I do love, again, the beautiful berry colors. You got this gorgeous blue shade in there, which I love blue too, and then you have some matte neutral colors. There are some shimmers here as well. It's a great overall palette. Again, day night, blendability, pigment, long lasting, the wear is there, wear factor is there. Yes, Dominique Cosmetics is growing on me, and I do, I love those palettes. They're so cool. The last palette I'm going to show you is more of an indie brand, I believe. It is Pinky Rose Cosmetics, and this is their Center Stage palette, and I mean, yes, it screams fall. It really does. Now, I love this palette only because like this mustard color, it looks weird, but it is beautiful. I love it. And when mixed with these neutral shades, you can create a really unique, all inspired look with that. And the colors are gorgeous, and you have this like plum color right here that is stunning. I love this palette, and I hope to get some more stuff from this Pinky Rose Cosmetics. I'm not very familiar with it. This was a palette that was sent to me in my Busy Beauty box. So I probably would have never tried it out because I've never heard of them. But I'm so glad I did get this and did try it out because I think it is a fabulous palette. Just to reiterate, I will put the prices of these palettes down below in the description box so you guys know how much they cost. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and remember to hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already, as well as the notification bell next to it to be notified of all of my upcoming videos. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again soon.